The history of law enforcement in Britain is a rich tapestry that spans from rudimentary community-based systems to the establishment of professional police forces. During the Anglo-Saxon period, 5th to 11th centuries, law enforcement in Britain was primarily a communal responsibility. The basic unit of administration was the tithing, a group of 10 households responsible for maintaining order among themselves. Every male over the age of 12 was expected to be part of a tithing. The tithing system was supported by the hundred, a larger administrative division composed of 10 tithings, and the shire, overseen by a shire reeve or sheriff who was responsible for law enforcement across the county. In the medieval period, the system of frank pledge emerged, reinforcing the communal responsibility of maintaining order. This system required all males over 12 to be part of a frank pledge group, collectively responsible for each other's behavior. Failure to control members could result in collective fines. The establishment of the office of the sheriff during the reign of King Alfred the Great, 871 to 899, marked a significant development. Sheriffs were royal officials responsible for enforcing the king's laws, collecting taxes, and overseeing the militia. Their role was crucial in maintaining law and order in rural areas. During the Tudor period, 1485 to 1603, the role of the constable became more formalized. Constables were appointed in each parish to uphold the law, assist in the apprehension of offenders, and perform various administrative duties. They were unpaid and typically held the position as a civic duty. The Tudor period also saw the rise of justices of the peace and JPs, appointed by the Crown to maintain law and order in the counties. JPs were responsible for overseeing local law enforcement, adjudicating minor cases, and organizing the militia. Their authority was extensive, making them central figures in local governance. The 17th and 18th centuries witnessed the emergence of thief-takers, individuals who captured criminals for a reward. This period was characterized by high crime rates, particularly in London. To address this, Henry Fielding, the chief magistrate at Bow Street, established the Bow Street Runners in 1749. This small group of paid constables is often regarded as Britain's first professional police force. They conducted investigations, apprehended suspects, and acted as a deterrent to crime in the capital. The late 18th century saw further attempts to reform law enforcement. The Metropolitan Improvements Act of 1777 authorized the appointment of night watchmen and patrols to maintain order in London. These measures, however, were piecemeal and lacked a coordinated approach. The Industrial Revolution brought rapid urbanization, leading to increased crime and social unrest. The inadequacies of the existing law enforcement systems became evident, prompting calls for reform. The concentration of populations in urban centres like London created new challenges for maintaining public order. The foundation of modern policing in Britain is marked by the Metropolitan Police Act of 1829, introduced by then Home Secretary Sir Robert Peel. This act established the Metropolitan Police Force for Greater London, excluding the City of London, which maintained its separate force. The new police force was tasked with preventing crime and maintaining public order through visible patrolling and a structured chain of command. The Metropolitan Police, headquartered at Scotland Yard, was based on several key principles laid out by Peel, which have come to be known as the Peelian principles. 1. The basic mission of the police is to prevent crime and disorder. 2. The ability of the police to perform their duties depends on public approval and cooperation. 3. Police must secure the willing cooperation of the public in observing the law. 4. The degree of public cooperation diminishes proportionally to the necessity of physical force. 5. Police seek and preserve public favour by demonstrating impartial service to the law. 6. Police use physical force only when persuasion, advice and warning are insufficient. 7. Police maintain a relationship with the public that gives reality to the historic tradition that the police are the public and the public are the police. 8. Police should never appear to usurp the powers of the judiciary. 9. The test of police efficiency is the absence of crime and disorder, not the visible evidence of police action in dealing with it. The Metropolitan Police was initially composed of around 1,000 officers, organized in a quasi-military structure with a clear hierarchy and strict discipline. Officers were selected for their good character, physical health, and literacy. They were distinguishable by their uniform, which included a blue tailcoat and a top hat, designed to be less militaristic and more approachable. The success of the Metropolitan Police in reducing crime and disorder in London led to the establishment of similar police forces across Britain. The model was adopted in cities like Birmingham, Manchester, and Liverpool, eventually leading to the County Police Act of 1839, which enabled counties to form their own police forces. Scotland Yard, the headquarters of the Metropolitan Police, became synonymous with British policing. The name derives from its original location on Great Scotland Yard, a street in Westminster. Scotland Yard quickly gained a reputation for effective law enforcement and criminal investigation, becoming a symbol of modern policing. The establishment of the Metropolitan Police marked the beginning of a shift towards modern, professional policing in Britain. The principles and organisational structure introduced by Peel laid the foundation for contemporary police forces. Over time, the role of the police expanded to include crime prevention, community relations, and specialised units for dealing with complex crimes. The evolution of law enforcement in Britain, from the early communal systems to the professional Metropolitan Police, highlights significant social and administrative changes. The foundation of Scotland Yard in 1829 was a pivotal moment, establishing principles and structures that continue to influence policing today. As society and crime have evolved, so too has law enforcement, continually adapting to meet new challenges while striving to maintain the principles of public service and order.